Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Hotter Ones. I'm your host, Ashley Matheson, and today's guest, we have Miss Nala. Welcome her out, everyone.
Hi, guys.
All right, so I actually met you. Well, kind of met you. We walked in the fashion show at New York Fashion Week
Okay, I was like, man, you look so familiar to me. I was like, where have I seen this girl from? That's crazy. There were so many girls there, right?
I know. It was hard to keep up with everyone.
It's crazy.
But we did an OnlyFans fashion show. We walked in that.
How was that for you?
Oh.
Did you like it?
What? The show that we walked for with the OnlyFans merch, awesome. I knew I wore my clunky heels and I was like, I'm not going to fall. It's fine.
Right.
And then the second show for the Bossy show, they were like, could you wear like your stilettos? And I was like,
It's so hard to walk in skinny heels.
It was two carpets piled on
literal
top of each
carpets
other.
that weren't like secured to the floor. It was just a rolled out carpet that was like bunching. I was like,
Yeah. So long story short, I did fall a little bit.
oh no.
At the end though, but I made it look really cute. My ankle snapped and I turned myself around and swung my ass in front of the camera
like,
and then
nah,
started
not
walking
today,
back.
Not today.
And I knew I fell, but I don't think it was that bad.
That's so good. There was like two other girls that fell.
Oh yeah.
I was like, dang.
Yeah, somebody fell in front of me on the first show. They did not set it up to be walked on in heels. Like, whatever. Tell me about your OnlyFans, though, because we met doing OnlyFans merch. Let's get right into it.
Wow. So my OnlyFans has been going now for like 2.5 years.
So
And
exciting.
immediately I knew exactly, like this was like what I wanted to do. I was just so happy to have an outlet for it. I've always been such a sexual person. Like I was always getting in trouble with HR in my previous jobs because of like my sexual commenting or my darker sexual humor or, you know, just not wearing a bra to work. And that was like apparently not okay. So I want to be naked. I want to show this, like not like desperately, but just like, well, one, I work out really hard and it's really nice to show when you have a nice body and you're like confident about it, but showing it on camera is definitely a different thing. And after that, I was just like, wow, it was like a mental breakthrough for me to just be super confident in myself after I started showing myself on camera and then doing more. I released my first sex tape way before I felt like other people thought I should have. Like it was so fast. It was probably like a month and a half into starting OnlyFans. And that's like, what the fuck? You know, because like some people are like, oh, you're just like giving it all out there. I was like, no. I have so much more to come. This is literally just like the icing on the cake right now.
It's very inspiring to see somebody so like confident in themselves and like want to do this because I feel like a lot of the time girls will do it because they think they have to or they think that this is the only way that they could get money. But the fact that you were like, no, I want to do this, I'm sure that builds like a really close relationship with your subscribers and stuff.
It does. It didn't do so well on other relationships in my life, like with my family. But man, we all go through that. And if it was supposed to happen, it was supposed to happen. Like you can't hold on to things, even though it might be like bloodline. So breaking out of that, and like I would much rather have my freedom, my independence, my confidence, rather than be sheltered and stuck. And caged because of standards put on me when I was a kid. I just refused to do that. So once I broke out of that shell, I was like, wow, we are just getting started. So I've like always been super like creative and artsy and I love colors. And like, I literally love your house. I can't stop staring at it. I'm like, where am I?
Thank you.
But for me, I was like cosplaying started happening right away because I was like, not only do I like want to cosplay, but I swear to God, I have so many characters in my head, like voices and like things, characteristics that I wanted these characters to have personalities. And it's just truly developed into this like fun life of just creative arts all the time, week in and week out, showing art that I have made is like my cosplays. And then the skill level, some of them speak Japanese, some of them know martial arts, some of them do nunchucks, like some of them can flip in the air. You know what I mean? It's just like they all have their own thing. And I just feel so connected to myself instead of losing myself through all of it. I've just created like a bigger person.
Wow, what a mentality to have. Like very inspiring. You were talking about nunchucks and flipping and all that stuff. I want to talk a bit about fitness. First of all, Your body is insane.
Thanks. Yours is too.
I've never seen a bubble butt like that. She is so perky. But when did you start to get really into fitness?
I was 18. My brother and I started lifting weights. Like I lived like such a sheltered life with my parents, and I was also homeschooled, and I was also a pastor's kid. So like my life was just like in this container for like such a huge portion of it, like preteen, early teen. And then when me and my brother, like before he went off to the Air Force, him and I would lift weights like starting at 18. And when he left, I had already been doing it like 8 months, and I started seeing incredible results in my body. Like I just was like this thin little thing. And now I'm like, whoa, I have some like definition in my shoulders and my ass started growing. And I was like, this is inspo. Like this is legit inspo for me. And I wasn't big on social media at 18 or anything. I was just like purely going to the gym, and I was waitressing at the time. So I was like walking all day on my feet. I'd come home and lift, and I was just like eat a bunch. And I didn't until recently like have like a personal trainer. And that was like really fun to really start like pushing my limits and training. Cause like even if you know how to go to the gym and lift weights, it doesn't mean you're necessarily pushing yourself to do more. So once I like started doing way more with myself, I started seeing ridiculous results. Like my thighs are meatier, my calves are meatier, my endurance is going up. And that only just like that want just grew. And then through like ex-boyfriends and like just hurt, I constantly found myself going back to the gym. Like no matter what, I was like, I just can't stop. This has been the only consistent thing in my life so far. And it's only given me benefits. You know, it's helped my temper. It helped my like sexual frustrations.
So was gym first, or was all of your little nunchucks flipping all that?
Gym first. Well, I was doing martial arts when I was a kid and made it to like purple belt. But then I stopped for a long time just because our family moved and like I couldn't go to that dojang anymore. So then I just recently started picking it up again because I find that like I'm bored and I'm so sexually like frustrated. Like I've been single for like over 1.5 years now. And I'm so fucking horny and I masturbate like all the fucking time. I need other outlets, you know? So I'm like, I can't just sit at home. Like, and going to the gym only takes like 1.5 hours out of my day. Like I need more. There has to be more than this. Like my endurance is up. So I started boxing, and I love boxing. I love combos. I love how fast you have to move, how hard you have to punch, and everything is extremely technical. So then martial arts started happening, and I started learning forms. And I don't know, I have the best teacher. I had 3 teachers, and now I only have 1. Crazy stories.
Do you want to get into that?
Not at all. I don't think they'd appreciate me exposing them. But I'm just really happy in doing what I'm doing. And then weapons training came on, and then fight choreography started coming on, and then tricking started just happening. Because like once you know people in the martial arts field, like they know people like them or similar to them. And then when you meet them and they're like, oh, look, I can like do a backflip and I can do an aerial. I'm like, damn, that's cool. Show me. Like, show me. I'm like willing to give you my time and energy for this. I fully believe in expanding yourself. Like, think about it. You don't even use half your brain.
Oh, yeah.
Half of it. We don't even use half of it. And that's like mind-blowing to me. Like, if we had the opportunity to grow so far past what our physical bodies can do, why wouldn't you take the opportunity? Because if the saying really is true, you only live once, then why aren't you living to like the fullest potential your body and mind could, you know, unleash?
For sure.
That's how I feel.
I feel like I'm recently getting on my wave of wanting to be healthier and be more health conscious.
Yeah. Like with your diet, or do you want to go to the gym?
I started going back to the gym.
That's awesome.
Trying to cut out some unhealthy habits. But like, it's really cool what you're doing. Like, and the fact that you're integrating something that's so good for you into something that's also helping you make money and connecting you with more people.
Thanks.
Like, that's really impressive. Cosplay. What is your favorite cosplay that you've ever done?
People always ask me this, and it's honestly the characters that I make up. They're like, truly, no one else has done them. You don't see it anywhere. It's just a character I make up. One of my most favorite, her name is Moshi, because I started learning Japanese, and her character is like kind of the opposite of me. I'm so outgoing. I'm so like happy, bubbly, crazy. And she's like more shy, and she's just kind of like in a corner, but she knows nunchucks. So like you would never expect this like little anime girl. She's got green eyes, green hair. She's like a badass, wears like tech wear. But she's like innocent and shy. And so I love developing these characters so much, but I think Moshi's my favorite.
And how do you like get inspired to develop a character?
It's crazy. It literally happens like after I drink my coffee. I have like some mushroom powder that I put in my coffee and I'm like stewing in the morning, like, and then I start like my makeup. My makeup's first because I have every wig color in the book. Like it's not like this wig and this and this. It's literally like I start my makeup and whatever color I decide to like start putting on my my eyelids for like the eyeshadow and then like the colored eyeliner kind of dictates what wig I'm gonna wear. And then from that wig, I'm like looking through all of my clothing. It's not just cosplays, it's clothing, it's lingerie, it's whatever accessories I might have. And then I piece together this like outfit. It's truly like painting.
Yeah,
it's like so it just kind of comes together, but that's just kind of like my schedule for it is if like it's like the makeup, the hair, the outfit, and then it's like shooting time. I'm like smoking some weed and I'm just like, let's go. Like this character is created now. And along the way, it's kind of like thinking about who she is. Like, what does she do? Like, it's not super intense, but it helps me get into character better for the photo shoot. Because I never want my photo shoots to look like the same.
Yeah.
You know, they have to be different poses, different eyes, different. I love making hand gestures. Yeah. Like I made up a whole bunch to like signify different characters. So I'm really happy about that. But yeah.
Yeah, no, stalking your Instagram is like so cool. It's like a bunch of different characters and you do a really good job at like portraying like it's not just like a look, it's like a full-blown character and you have your edits and all that stuff. It was like super interesting when I was going through it.
Thanks.
So do you think the cosplay has helped you be more successful on OnlyFans?
1,000,000%. But it's not the cosplay aspect. It's like having your own niche in the system. Yeah. There's like, there's like billions of guys out there. They all like different things. Some of them like the same things, but finding like your niche in OnlyFans and just in life in general, like things you like to do, I feel like it'll help you, especially like on OnlyFans, like because we just get to be more creative. Like, and I think that's all our subs really want at the end of the day is for us to be the creator, whether it be playing an instrument. Like I've seen girls like play an instrument, or I sing to my followers sometimes, or it gets whatever it is, like you just find it and you attach to it and you make it yours. So yeah, it definitely helped in my revenue. It definitely helped me create a better bond with my subscribers. Like I feel like they know like the real me instead of just, oh, she's like a pretty face and she's got some red hair and like that's about all I know about this girl.
Do they ever like fall in love with like specific cosplay characters that you do?
Starfire's a big one. Like I've done her multiple times because people like loved that. And I find that like with Starfire, I fit her so well, or she fit me because she's so bubbly, and if I had powers, it'd probably be like hers, like she's just so cool. So I feel like when you relate very much to a character, they're like, that's it. Like, that's my girl. So
while hearing that you were going to come on the podcast, we did do a little bit of research and we checked out the Whatever podcast.
Like, we Googled you. Oh, shit. That is so much controversy. I love it.
So I have a couple questions.
I love questions.
So you love cheating?
Yes.
Elaborate on that.
So I've been single for 1.5 years. Cheating, not necessarily, is something that I love. It's the fantasy in cheating that like spikes my sexual interest. It's a huge fantasy of mine. And I explained this in the podcast, whether they wanted to hear it or not was a different story. But when I cheat, like it could totally be me cheating with my own boyfriend, if I had one. It could be me like, oh, you have another girlfriend? Like that's hot. Like, but you've never had like a pussy like mine before, like you fucking better tell me. Or vice versa, like I have a boyfriend and he's coming onto me, like that whole just like, I don't want to cheat, but if I have to.
You like the comparison.
It happens. I get so bored sexually. I just want to keep trying new things. And like my energy does not stop at missionary. I'm not a fucking pillow princess.
I don't think anyone says.
I would disagree with that. I know so
men, but I know women like to get thrown around. I'm like, you ask anyone what they really want. I know so
many girls, who are like, ragdoll me. I'm like, damn it.
Some other things you said was you had a relationship with somebody, or you were fucking somebody, and you basically fucked him until he turned gay. Question mark?
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Question mark. So my last relationship was like a year long, and we filmed on OnlyFans together. He had an OnlyFans, I had an OnlyFans, and I made it pretty clear, like, I do porn. You know, I started doing porn before you. Like, I would like to do porn. And he had no trouble with that. There was no hesitation. So we were fucking all the fucking time. And I'm very open about how I feel in relationships. I'm very communicative about what I need and what I want. And it's literally just sex. It is food too, but you know, I can provide that. But like, sex is something I need my partner for. So I explain that, and sometimes I can be very blunt about saying things, like, and it can come off more aggressive, but it's just more like emotionless. It's just, I'm just relaying information to you. I feel like more towards the end of our relationship, it just like got tiring for him because it was like so aggressive. Like, I need sex multiple times a day. I would love to wake up and have sex. Like, it doesn't even have to be sex. I'll suck your fucking dick. Like, that's totally fine, you know? But then like, afternoon snack, we need like a after dinner snack, we need like a midnight snack, like a 3 a.m. snack. Like, I love sex. Like, you can interrupt my sleep anytime to fuck me, easy. But like, it became so like, I felt like I was just asking for it because he wasn't providing it, and it wore him out. I could see, like, I was like literally sucking this fucker dry. And it was great. It was great. It was like so my saying is like, absorb, don't observe. Mm-hmm. Like, I absorb people, I feel like, and not in like an evil way, but
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I
absorbed all his cum. So none left. Anyway, at the end of our relationship, he just looked drained, and I felt so full of life. I was like, damn, I really sucked the life out of this fucker. And not in a mean way. I was taking very good care of him.
Yeah, but
it doesn't matter. But anyway, he's doing full gay shit now.
So basically, you probably really twisted his world.
Outmanned him. No, I feel like my masculine energy is higher than most men's masculine energy, and like sexual frustration. This is why I go to the gym all the fucking time. And this is why I do martial arts. Like, I would just sit home and masturbate. Like, I should not have a fucking boyfriend.
Speaking of gym and masturbate, have you ever
fucked in a gym?
I've
made a porn in a gym. It was after hours, but like the manager let me make a porno in his gym. I was like starting off on the treadmill. I was like, there's like this guy that walks in. Do you want to hear this?
Go for it.
Okay. So like this guy walks in. He was like just one of my like fuck partners. And he like comes up to the treadmill acting like my trainer and shit. And like eventually we just fuck over multiple of the equipments and stuff. It was just so cool because, you know, like this is a place of like sweat, and like I really sweat.
Have you ever like orgasmed from a machine? I know some of the legs machines go crazy.
The leg machines?
Like the hip inductions, anything like that? No. You never got off on one of those?
You know why? I'm pushing such heavy weight. I'm not like thinking about an orgasm. Like I'm kind of thinking about my legs are gonna be like crushed after this. Like they'll be like
I do the hip induction machine and I'm like focusing really
like,
hard.
Damn, this kind of feels good. My stretching place just got like one of those rolling things that you sit on. I was like, shit.
You like sit on
memes galore.
So you had also posted a video on your social media about your preferred dick size, which dropped my jaw because as somebody who's taken dick more than once in her life, 9 to 10 inches.
Okay, I can take that. The distance from my pussy, like the outside to like the cervix, is a very small space. It's like a couple inches. Mm-hmm. Like a smaller dick feels great, but there's nothing like getting your brains fucked in, feeling like your cervix is about to hit your brain. Like this is why I do the Ahego face. It's like you're getting fucked crazy. Like you're about to go insane. Mm-hmm. And that 9 to 10 inches just pushes that limit so well.
Are you a go both way kind of girl? Or
1,000,000%. Like it just needs to be good sex. Mm-hmm. Like it's more like I said, the 9 to 10 is like extremes. That one doesn't exist very much. And so when you come across it, it's like a unicorn, you know? You're like, wow, that's cool. And I know I'm going to die, but I want it. Listen, 6 inches hits the spot. Like I say, I got like this much space, you know? I am not judging. I am not judging at all, okay? So
Yeah. So going both ways. So when it comes to sex, do you have like a type when it comes to girls, and is it different than with like guys?
Girls, it's when I'm drunk. And guys, there's no type.
You don't have a type?
My dating history looks like this. My sex history looks like this. Like, there is no specific, like when guys are like, blonde hair, blue eyes, I want big tits. Like, nah. It has been short. It has been chunky, non-chunky. It has been fit. It has been Asian. It has been black. It has been white. It has been Caucasian.
Like, talks.
There you go. Has a good sense of humor. You will laugh my ass into bed. Like, oh my God, I love sense of humors. Like, I swear to God. Looks has less and less to do with sex the more I kind of get into like my later 20s and stuff. I'm just like, I really love spending time with a good person.
Yeah.
And if it ends in sex, that's a bonus.
Right. All right. Well, we're getting into the part of our podcast that I like to call Smash or Pass because I am Smashly.
That's so fun.
I'm basically going to ask you some questions and you feel free to answer them. But if you don't want to answer it, I'm going to have to ask you to remove an article of clothing.
Dang. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna start with the lowest level of spicy. Okay. This is the lowest level.
Give me the Tabasco.
What's your favorite thing about yourself?
My hair.
Your hair?
Yeah, I feel like I wake up every day and I'm like, I'm just really happy I have this red hair.
And do you think you're gonna stick with the red for life?
I will be 80 with red hair. That's I know so it. Hard. At this point, it's like stained into my brain. Like,
it suits you. Thanks. Like I feel like it takes a specific complex to pull off that bright of a red, and you got it. It's working.
Yeah, just the red.
All right. This is one I'm very curious for your answer. Where's the weirdest place you've ever had sex?
Walmart. In the back. It was weird.
No, not Walmart.
It wasn't like in front of people.
It wasn't in front of people?
No.
Okay, good.
It was like in the back. You know, like those swinging doors in the back where like the bathroom could be. But I went into like that big loading area. There's people back there, but if you hide behind some of those like big stacked square things that they move with the machines, there's so many places to fuck. Walmart.
Something about being in public too, I feel like makes it a little
so
bit more
spicy.
kinky.
Like, who the fuck cares if I get kicked out of Walmart? Like, okay.
All right. What's the weirdest thing you got going in your closet right now?
A tentacle dildo. I'd say that was like the weirdest thing. It's not weird to me, but I think for some people that could be weird.
Are you allowed to use those on your OnlyFans? Does OnlyFans let you?
Yeah.
Okay, because you know how they have like rules about certain like you can't put like a cucumber up your vagina.
I've
like
not
it has
done
to
that
be
on OnlyFans, but
it has to be a dildo.
It is a dildo. It just has suction cups all over it, and it doesn't look like a dildo.
Is it the tentacle one?
Yeah, and it goes like big, and it like worms up.
Every time I go to the back of Spencer's, I'm chills. Like. It looks at me with all of its tentacle eyes, and I'm like,
it's cool. It's such a cool, weird feeling, like having a tentacle inside you, because like the suction cups like stick inside a little. It's so, I can't explain it. You're gonna have to feel it. It's so wild.
Well, maybe I'll have to go back to Spencer's and get a giant tentacle dildo.
Do it.
Is it weird that I kind of thought you were gonna say that?
No.
Like I kind
of off brand.
No, I like after
what
stalking
did you think I was gonna say though? Like what would you say? It was like really weird.
Some sort of really odd sex toy, and the one that was in my brain was like the alien tentacle, like weird hands.
I don't know
and
why.
Stuff like that.
It's the cosplay thing, you know. Like you're a different person.
It works.
It works.
All right. What are 3 bullets on your OnlyFans bucket list? Things you want to do before you're done and retired.
Oh my God.
Have you done some of them already?
Yeah. And okay, I don't want to say though.
You don't want to say. You want to keep it. Keep it to be a surprise for the subscribers.
Yeah, and I think
You do know what that means?
I will gladly strip.
All right. I'm going to start with my I'm horny t-shirt.
Let's go. Smashly.
Smashly, yeah. Smashly likes to get smashed.
That's hot.